So Baby Dash arrived 2 weeks earlier than we had planned. What we were really thinking we were going to be doing this weekend was prepping the Airstream for his arrival. But since we kind of didn't do that and had a baby instead, now not only are we getting to bring Dash home for the first time, we're also getting to set up our nursery as we bring him home. Are you surprised?
Alrighty. Door got away from me. Little Dash is home. Again, check out this seat. Right? Here we go. Oh man. We're home, little man. Let's go check out your new mobile casa. So when we left this place, Lauren's water had broken. We were delaying going to the hospital a little bit, and I was so nervous because, of course, I knew that baby wasn't too far behind. So I went into a nervous fit and cleaned the Airstream, and luckily I did before we left because now we're coming back to a clean Airstream, which is cool. Cleaner.
I think it's time to set up the nursery because we may need a baby bed in here.
Okay, so this is the accumulation of some of the things that we've bought in advance of Baby Dash and some others that we've collected from the baby shower. So we've got this entire SUV full of stuff here that we have to somehow fit in the Airstream. Now, because we only have 200 square feet, that may be somewhat of a challenge today. So we're gonna find out. But first and foremost, we've got to get the baby bed set up so Baby Dash has a place to sleep. Let's get this Snoo assembled with some movie magic. And done.
Cute. Next up, Diaper Genie. And if you think this is actually going to work in the Airstream, let me know in the comments below because we've had some mixed reviews, but I'm willing to give it a try. Don't worry, it's super light. Aw, that's cute. La la. And of course, got chrome to match the Airstream. Yeah, it might be perfect right here.
Ooh, nice.
Haha, that's good.
Does it have a built-in incinerator? Because that would be just the best.
That's what it needs, but no.
It's a built-in incinerator. You drop it in there and then just poof, it's gone.
Okay. Yeah, we'll figure that out later.
Somebody's coughing. Oh, there's Grandma. Grandma hanging out with Baby Dash. Just chilling.
One of the reasons that I chose this particular diaper trash can is because it doesn't require any proprietary bags. A lot of these things, you have to have a specific trash bag for them, and since we live on the road, there's no way in Hades I'm going to be able to get that on a regular basis, so hoping that this is perfect. Got this from a local business on Etsy. How cute is this? I use these little hangers all over the Airstream. They're so convenient, but they just have little 3M tape on the back. They work great inside and outside. Yay, I love this. Since we're in Florida for the next couple of weeks, I had to get Dash a little baby hat. I'm pretty sure that this is going to be way too big on him. It's going to be really cute. All our 3 to 6 month clothing, which he's way too big for, or he's way too small for. Baby bath time! that this thing fits in the sink. It makes it super easy to give baby a bath. So something like this.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Oh wow,
It fits great.
that's really cool. It's as far as like his head.
Yeah.
Huh.
No, I think his head goes here. I think this is where his leg goes. But what I love about it is it's flat. So my thought process is I'm going to store this in the shower. So I need to get more of those hooks that I just showed you that I use all the time for the wreath. But I'm just going to hook it right here. Ta-da! We're going through all the baby stuff. All of this are 3 to 6 month clothes, and Dash came out weighing 7.2 pounds. He is definitely a little too small for his newborn clothes, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed that I actually have enough newborn stuff. But he is totally just chilling and hanging out in the Airstream. I think he likes the noise of the AC. It kind of sounds like a white noise machine. How cute is this guy? Cute. So these are fun things to do with your baby at different age developmental milestones. How cool is that? I mean, does it get cuter than that? I think this is what he should wear tonight. What do you think?
Absolutely.
More Airstreams. This looks like the little vintage ones we saw at the Airstream rally last year. You know what I'm talking about? Super cute. Look how cute these are. Considering he has huge feet, I'm pretty sure that these are going to be perfect. Oh, 0 to 12 months. I hope they actually fit. His feet are kind of huge. Have a bunch of stuff for Dash when he gets bigger. So I'm going to store it in this box and put it under the bed for now. Because when you live tiny, it's really important that only things that stay out are the things that you are going to use on a day-to-day basis, or your house becomes a total mess. It's so small.
Just learned that file folding technique.
Shout out to Ciamara. They're so small though. Trying to set up the nursery, I realized it was going to take us a few weeks to figure out how the systems were really going to work. So we decided to take a pause on the videoing and figure that out. So now that we've had a couple weeks, I'm excited to show you our Airstream Nursery. Come on in, the baby's sleeping. So one thing that was really important to me about the nursery was A, we still got to have some cute things, and B, it was super functional because we live in a super small space. Like you saw in our nursery organizational video, we set up these awesome bins to help with that. But now that I've been using the nursery for a few weeks, reorganizing the bins are important. I haven't had the chance to relabel them yet, but this is how I've set them up. I've got all of my blankets here, all clothes here. I've got 2 actual things for play because we've picked up a couple additional fun pretty blankets and things to do tummy time with. I really didn't think we would go through sheets for the baby bed as quickly as we do, but that's the thing when babies spit up. So I've got all of that in here, as you can see. Little fun mirror for Dash for tummy time. Shoes and socks. Babies don't really need those, so I don't have that many there. A health bin, random accessories, and as Cece taught us, empty space is always the best because it leaves you room to grow. So I have some of that. Then I have my stuff for mama, feedings because I'm breastfeeding, so that's a real thing, and diapering. And what I love about these bins is that they're so functional to pull out when I actually need them. So I pull this out when I'm feeding Dash, set it right here, and sit down here for the most part and nurse him. One of the things that I thought that I would be using in the Airstream are these beautiful pillows from Pottery Barn. But honestly, that wasn't really all that efficient. So we're ordered this cool little pillow called a Boppy, which has awesome reviews on Amazon and works great. I was originally thinking that I was going to put a storage system underneath the bassinet, but this fits there great and doesn't really look all that cute out here. So stick this right underneath the bassinet and kind of stays hidden. Also underneath the bassinet is where I keep our diaper bag. And as you can see, this doesn't look like your traditional diaper bag. Daniel wanted to make sure that we had a backpack that he didn't think it was weird to carry around. So really loving this bag, and mostly because of how organized it is. Now, granted, I just threw my wallet in there randomly and a muslin blanket in the top here. But it has all of these cool compartments that you can just pull out, and this is where I keep all the stuff for diaper and change needs. I keep his passy in here, which makes it super easy to grab, which is currently in his bed. I'm totally loving this bag. Daniel doesn't mind carrying it, which is a win, and I just store it right under the bassinet, which works out great. When I'm done nursing him, this just goes right back up here, and voila, the Airstream stays clean. And that's a really big win, because that's one of the things people told us when having a baby, that we needed to say goodbye to a clean Airstream, and I just really don't want to live that way. I like being organized, so I'm happy about that. Some of the other things that we did, as you can see, I have an adorable mobile that I got off Etsy and I absolutely love. It's kind of funny though, because the music actually plays everything from Mozart to the Wedding March. So it's beautiful, but the music is a little funky. But it was really important to me that we had something cute and fun in the Airstream that looked like a nursery, since we weren't going to be decorating a full room like we would if we were in a sticks and bricks. Also, it's really important that we're able to store things here in the nursery that we're going to need on the road and won't be easy to get. So another thing that I've done over here, in addition to the diaper pail, which is actually working pretty well so far, although we definitely need to make sure that we don't forget to empty this before we hit the road on travel days, because if it got warm in here, that would be disgusting, is I'm using this storage space on the side of the Airstream for all of my diapers and wipes. So this has been really, really convenient too. Looks like somebody wants to join us for the rest of the video. Hey, mister. Swaddle broken out of the swaddle. Come here, buddy. Hi, mister. I will say, we are humongous fans of this bassinet. It's called the Snoo, and no, this is not a sponsored post, but legitimately, Dash is already sleeping 5 to 6 hours straight a night, and I really think that part of it is because this bassinet moves and does white noise, and it's pretty much epic. He loves hanging out in it. One of the things that we added for the nursery is little temperature gauges in the front and the back. The reason we did that is because newborns can't regulate their own temperature. They need to be in a temperature range between 68 and 72 is ideal. And so we added these. We're making sure that all the campgrounds that we're staying at have 50 amps, because that's how we can run both of our AC units. So we added these little temperature gauges because even though we can technically set the temperature on our Airstream, with the AC units, it's not really that reliable as to how it works, like in the front and in the back. So that's been a really interesting thing that we've been working on figuring out how to regulate. And because we are in Florida in the summer right now, for the most part, we have to keep all the windows down, which is kind of sad because we miss the view. So we're looking forward to chasing better weather. And now that Mr. Dash is here, we're also doing a really cool modification actually that we're going to be sharing with you guys in the next couple of videos. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and follow our channel, because we're going to be sharing that mod to help regulate the temperature very, very soon. But that's been an interesting one, because the way the temperatures show on the gauges in the front and the back of the Airstream are absolutely not the same as what we see actually on the AC monitors. Interesting. As you can see on our little temperature gauge, it currently says it's 74 up here. We definitely have to put the blinds down soon because it's now the sun's starting to come up. But on the AC monitor screen, it shows it's 79 in the front. So just goes to show you how unreliable those things are. I also got that hook that I needed for the sink bathtub, which is pretty cool. Check this out. And last but not least, on functional things that we've added to the nursery, hiding behind these cute pillows is our Snuggle Me, which has been such a game changer in this area because it's so easy to just lay out wherever and put the little man down so that he can hang out with us as we're moving around the Airstream and doing stuff. He likes it. So that's our nursery setup. It's pretty minimalist, but it's really functional, and so far we love it. I'm sure as we continue to live life with Dash on the road, we'll figure out new things that we need to add, maybe things that we don't use that we subtract, but so far, it's totally rocking. It looks like this little guy is ready for a morning snack, so I'm gonna go handle that, but in case you haven't already, make sure you wander local this week, because as you know, it's good for the soul.